He comes out to gold. Will that be an omen? Well, I'll tell you what, if he does win the tournament, he's earned it, because first he's got to get over the hurdle of Eklent Kaçi, then beat either Shane Van Boning or Joshua Filler. I think he's the outsider of four in everyone's mind, but the most important mind, that of Kazakis himself.
Got Eklent Kaçi, Alex Kazakis. Neither player has won a major title yet, so a really big match for both of them.
Yes, and geographically this is a big match.
Alex Kazakis too.
Greece against Albania.
This is looking very useful. Plays the cut break to try and tee the one ball up over the corner. Yeah, I know Alex, he's always reminded, and we speak a lot about the 2019 final against David Al-Qaedi, but it was an absolute classic. He was leading that final 5-0, and he had a wonderful chance in the last rack. But he finds himself back in this year's semi-final, and maybe it's just his year.
He's got the credentials, has he got the nerve?
Well, he's definitely got a tough match here, and in the final it will be Joshua or Shane, so it doesn't get easier.
His eyes shifted back to the pocket there. He was nearly overcut the ball then.
Yes, and by overcutting the three, even though he potted it, it meant that the cue ball travelled a little more than he wanted.
Please.
Hence this semi-blind cut back on the four. And mindful that he needed to avoid the intervening ball, he missed it by a mile and missed the pod by a mile.
Extension, please.
If it does miss the side pocket, he'll be trying to get the purple to land on the bottom rail below the 9 ball. Needs to hit it full. Oh, this is a great effort. This is a great kick shot. Well done, Kaçi.
And the black 8 ball that caused Kazakis problems on his last visit to the table causes him problems of a different nature now.
He's played the jump bank and he's got it. That's what he played.
There's a really good crowd in tonight there, up for this. They ran to their positions when the gates were opened and they appreciated that spectacular shot.
It's a little tester in the first rack.
Alex Kazakis wins the first
Well
round.
done, it was a really good 8-ball, and even though he needed 2 bites of the cherry, it is Alexander Kazakis who draws first blood. Here is Alexander talking before the match.
If I play the same way I play in the quarterfinals, I don't think I will win the match. But yeah, now it's a different match. I will regroup, I will refocus, and let's see what happens in semis. Kaçi, he's a really good, he's really good player, straight shooter, and he also has a lot of experience for his age. He played 3 times the Mosconi Cup, so I think we have the same experience. Maybe he is more experienced actually. It was always my dream to play in Matchroom events since I was a kid. So this is what's happening. It's perfect. I'm feeling really blessed. I'm here.
Smiling there, Alex. He's been in this position before. He knows the hurt of defeat, and he would love to experience the elation of victory. Well, one step at least.
Yes, I love his attitude. He's always
Thank you.
passionate
His
about the
second
game, loves the
Alex
sport.
Kazakis is leading
And
by 1-0.
To be
And
fair,
he
he
will-
is an underdog in the last 4, so maybe that takes a little bit of pressure off of him.
Yeah, that's a pretty good break. He does have a shot at this 1 ball, but it's very thin into the corner. And it's also very thin into the side, so position to the 2 ball will probably dictate this shot. Yeah, it's one of these type of shots, isn't it, Alison, where you can't see the pocket in the
Extension,
eye
please.
line.
Yeah, you're shooting into a blind pocket. And he looked over, I'm sure he's looking at the shot clock. Took his 30-second extension because this is a really big shot. He's got to commit his mind to it.
If players miss this kind of shot this week, it's been overcutting them. Well, no aggression, and it turns out that's vindicated.
That was a very smart play by Alex there. Not risking that one ball.
Extension called.
Yeah, he showed a lot of patience there. Many a player would have took a swipe at the pot and missed it, and maybe lost the rack.
All about individual choice, shot selections. He didn't fancy it, so by its very nature, he made the right decision.
That was a nice hit by Eklent there. Really took his time with that. He won't be too disappointed, I don't think, with the outcome.
This is going to bounce out, so the safety shot's gone wrong.
Yeah, that was clumsy.
It's a funny thing, sport, though, because I'm sure Eklund's thought if he can just stay with Alex and keep this match tight, he maybe feel like he can expose Alex's weakness, where in a few of the big tournaments he's played he has faltered under the spotlight.
Yeah, including the biggest of them all, the Mosconi Cup.
Needs the 8 ball to be his friend, and it's not done. So this is Kaçi's first look at an open table and the pot.
Ouch. That's not what he planned there. He snookered himself on the 2 ball.
Is it just me, Cole, or at advanced level? That was a shocker, wasn't it?
Steady on, Phil.
No, but I mean, he had such a large amount of room to drop on the 2.
No, I mean, you're right, he's just got too much into the cue ball. It was poor. And I think what we're going to see today is there's all 4 players left in the event. There's actually a bit of a story from them all, because these 2 guys have never won a big major. Obviously Alex, well, he had that complete nightmare in the final of this event 2 years ago. Shane's trying to win his 3rd, and he'll only be the 2nd ever pool player to achieve that feat. And well, if Joshua wins it, well, he practically holds every Matchroom trophy other than the World Pool Championships. So there's a lot riding on tonight. That was a very useful fluke.
Followed up with a beautifully struck 4 ball there.
Don't be confused here. Okay, the 8 ball's close to the side, but has to be treated with respect. Off the far jaw. See there how the near jaw juts out. No mistake with the 9 ball, again like the first rack. It wasn't a clean kill, but Alexander Kazakis leads 2-0, and that is a cause for concern for a man who last night completed a 7-0 whitewash. Eklent Kaçi.
I've been playing very good so far. Last match was a great match. I played almost perfect, and looking forward for the next 2 matches. We've played plenty of time together. We are really good friends as well. He's Albanian blood, if you guys know, and we go very good with each other, and just gonna be a great match.
Yes, Eklent Kaçi there, touching on the fact that although he represents Greece, Alexander Kazakis does have Albanian heritage.
Yeah, I was looking at Kazakis when Kaçi said that in his interview, and he had a little wry smile.
Trying to relax, but already breathing heavily. It's understandable. And we've been saying it all week, Carl and Alison, it's tremendous to have spectators back, and they've turned out tonight. It's a really nice atmosphere.
Leading 2-0.
Yeah, it's definitely something the players love to have around to play for, and to hear their clapping when they make these great shots.
Well, the 3 ball is in, the 1 is on, but position from 1 to 2, now that's the clear issue.
You can see he's putting a lot of left-hand spin on the ball from the overhead there, going to force the ball around the rails. That shot was made a lot tougher by elevating the cue stick, and he seems to have got away with it.
Yeah, he had a very nice fluke in the last rack, and here we see again in this rack, cue ball just double kisses the 9 ball and rolls up behind the 7.
And even though he's leading
Extension,
2
please.
games to 0, he doesn't look comfortable yet, does he?
Yeah, he's made a mistake in every rack so far.
Now this could be spicy.
Yeah, he's playing the swerve.
Foul shot.
Oh, the cruelty of it. After a ball strike of that tremendous quality. That is
And
just
start the clock.
horrible.
Very unfortunate there. Millimetres the other way, he would have actually made that shot.
The swerve call was so late, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was delayed, and it just shows you how cruel pool can be at times.
Just checking to see if you're alright, you know, Cole, because we're into the third rack here and you've not called him Kazabubu yet.
Yeah, I'm going to let him get into the match a little bit first. Now, is that 9 ball making Kazabubu bridge over? Is it awkward queuing? Or is he okay?
I'm going to let him get into the match a little more and then he plays one shot and out it comes.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is not a good start from Kazakis. He's made a mistake in every rack so far, and Eklent Kaçi's just got to be patient. He'll be sat in his chair and he'll be expecting things like this. He knows Alex is under a lot of pressure as he pushes the 5 to the far jaw, and it has come out a little tricky, this. He's playing the bank shot. It's not easy, is it, Alyssa, when you sat there like Kaçi and nothing's going right yet and your opponent's playing some bad shots.
Yeah, he must be a little frustrated, and he was trying to make something happen there. He just overcut the 5 ball slightly, and that's why it hit the cue ball. I think he's just got to remain patient because Alex is making a lot of unforced errors here.
Yeah, I think the 5 might go in the corner. If it doesn't, there's a combination on. You can put the 6 in the side pocket. Probably easier to play the combo. Potting that in this corner is a horrible shot. Yeah, good shot, well judged.
He's nice to watch because if you look back at that shot, there's no body movement whatsoever, even though he's elevated with his cue stick.
The pace here was the decisive factor in the ball going in, even though it caught the near jaw.
Yeah, just where he left himself on the 8 ball, he couldn't really do much. He'd like to have been closer to his work.
The moral of that tale, you can't continue to make mistakes and hope to get away with them. Eventually they will catch you out. Eklent Kaçi has 1 rack on the board, and just get the feeling there's plenty more to come.
I've always wondered, do hair loss treatments actually work?
The answer is here at Manual.
Gibraltar. To be absolutely precise, the Europa Point Sports Park. The white building there is the actual venue of this, the Dapperbet Whirlpool Masters, for the first time, although the tournament has been held in Gibraltar at the Victoria Stadium in the past. And the weather, the entire week, has been just like that. Absolutely glorious. But who will grab the glory this evening? The first semi-final is already underway in the Southeast European battle between Greece and Albania. Alexander Kazakis leads 2-1, although he's not looked settled in any way, shape or form. Second up, a match everyone is looking forward to in the extreme. Joshua Filler against Shane Van Bonen.
Thank you, the fourth rack. Eklent Kaçi to break, trailing by 2 racks to 1.
Kaçi with the break. Can he put the hammer down and do what he did to Niels Fine last night and string together a whole bunch of racks?
Well, I guess he's not going to string a whole bunch of racks right now. He didn't make a bore on that break.
Yeah, and for a second, I've thought he was going to leave a real easy open table until this 7 ball.
Push out called.
Just going to push the cue ball to the side rail.
Eklent, your options.
And he's probably left
Play again, please, yeah.
a 1 rail kick. Kaçi doesn't like it, so he puts Alex back.
He's going to be looking at catching the right side of the 1 ball from where we're looking and bringing the cue ball back up this end of the table by the 7 ball, 4 ball, in that area. Nicely played on the 1 ball.
Extension called.
Not terribly easy, this shot, is it, Carl?
No, it's very thin, and I think it's that thin. If he hits it, he might push it over the corner. He's got to worry about the 8 ball, and he's got to hurry up. Well, he's played 3 or 4 kick shots in this match so far off 2 rails and hit the object ball so full.
So far, very impressive with his kicking.
Yeah, you kind of just feel he's hanging on in there at the minute, don't you, in this
Please.
match. Kazakis has had all the chances so far. Made a few mistakes.
And there's another one talking of mistakes.
Yeah, decided to go for the pot in the top left. You're not going to keep potting them every day of the week. It was a tough one. So he's playing for this 2-ball in the right centre. Needs a cue ball to hurry up. It's a little shy of pace, but he can pot it. But if he does pot it, can he avoid the 9 and the pink 4-ball?
He's really staring down that gap between the 4-ball and a 9-ball there. Excellent shot. Played that with a lot of left-hand spin. So when it hit the top rail, it came off that second rail and drifted up for the 3-ball. Beautifully played.
Yeah, and it's not the biggest of gaps, is it? Look, so it's a wonderful shot.
I've seen that a few times in some of these matches where they're leaving themselves really tough on the rail. Definitely didn't want that. He's going to find it a little more tricky to get back from the 5 to the 6-ball now.
Yeah, he could have drawn the cue ball back way further up the table. Now you can see he's striking down on this. This can easily get away from you. You can easily lose the cue ball.
Perilously close to doing so.
I'm gonna have to play safe here. If not, it's a thin one. Needs to get his hand out of the way quickly as well.
So often over the last 4 days we've seen shots like that which look as though they've been overcut and stay on the table. That one hit a lot of the jaw. Oh, and just fell in. Well, given the way the match has gone so far, no one could possibly begrudge Eklent Kaçi getting back onto level terms at the very least. Interesting semi-finalists back and forth. Kaçi and Kazakis tied up at 2 racks each.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm with Sanjin Pelihanovic, looking very dapper. How's the game going for you so far?
Yeah, the game is really nice. It's a bit tension. It's different. Semi-final, many people, many crowd, beautiful arena. It's just a dream for every player to be part of this tournament.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. You can feel that tension in the air, can't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. As you can see on the players, they are struggling a bit. And yeah, Eklent, Alex had a good start. Now Eklent is fighting back. So let's see who's going to win.
Can you see this potentially going to Hill?
Could be, because it's, yeah, like I said, it's a big tension over here, and both players are playing well. So, yeah, let's see.
Prediction, who do you think will win this one?
Yeah, actually, I'm very good friend of both. Yeah. So, yeah, actually, I watched all Eklent's matches and commentate some. So, he's really good shape. So, I think he's favourite in this match.
Yeah, that includes a 7-0 win over Niels Fine yesterday. Very, very impressive. Sanjin, for now, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sanyan Perlovanovic, 19 years of age, the world at his feet. Mind you, Eklent Kaçi is hardly a veteran. He's just 22.
Current score is 2 wrecks each. Eklent Kaçi to break.
He certainly doesn't look 22. He's 6'4".
No, he looks about 42. That was a real nice break. Controlled the cue ball. Did get kicked over. There you see the 6th ball kicked it. It was a generous kick and all, because it's come over perfect for this 3. He's going to have to really get into the cue ball, because the pink 4 is the ball after this. And the amount of angle he's got, he's got to get it zipping right back. You need soft hands for this. Or he's got to hit it really hard to get it off 2 rails in between the gap. Yeah, you see how he tried to just hit it with soft hands? He had to miss the 6, so it's gone wrong.
Yeah, you've got to really push through that shot with loads of spin, loads of left-hand spin.
Extension, please.
It's that type of shot, isn't it, Alison, where it's hard on the TV table, but on the practice table it's really easy. That.
Yeah, if you let that cue ball get to the rail too soon, you're in trouble.
There wasn't a great amount of room behind that 6th ball. Just enough to squeeze the cue ball in, but I don't think he's quite got where he wanted to.
I imagine he doesn't get to use the bridge very much either. One of those rare shots for him.
Containing safety shot there from Alex. That's the way he played it. That just keeps him alive in this rack. This looks quite tricky, what he's faced with here. Can't clip off either side of the 4 ball because there's balls in the way. And where do you bank that 4 ball to get it safe?
Extension, please.
I suppose he could maybe try and bank the 4 up towards the 8 and hope that the cue ball slides off the 6 and finds the top rail. And at least if he leaves a pot, it's not going to be easy to get back on the 5 ball. That's not too bad. Might be in trouble after this next shot though.
Foul shot. All in net.
Anywhere but there.
Yeah, complete
Stop
miss
it.
hit. I presume he was going for the bank in the side. Not 100% certain. Answers on a postcard.
Well, the little cafe down the road from here sells postcards, so you can pop our call and put yours on there.
Lend us a pound, Phil.
Gives a job. Now, Kazakis, he's been given a real gift again.
Yeah, one thing for certain, you can clearly see that this match means a lot to both players. As Eklent said, they're good friends. Sure, they've played many pool matches against each other at other tournaments, but I bet this is the biggest so far.
Alex has been very honest in his assessment. Both matches he's played, he overcame Justin Sage 7-3. He was 3-1 down. Sage missed the 9 ball. And then 7-3 over a misfiring Skylar Woodward this afternoon. So he knows, although he's done well results-wise, the performances haven't been out of this world yet. But sometimes all you need to do is play better than the other fellow, and that's what he's doing right now. He's back in front after the scratch, the very expensive scratch. It is 3-2. Alexander Kazakis has been a member of a European Mosconi Cup team. His Matchroom world ranking at the moment is 11th. He is a former World Tour Association #1. Beaten in the final, edged in the final dramatically 2 years ago by David Al-Qaedi. He's won the Kremlin Cup. He's a former European 10-ball champion. Can he come through this evening against all the odds? Because you ask anyone and he's considered the outsider of the four. As for Eklent Kaçi, well, at the age of 22, he's also a former world #1. He was required to play in the first round as one of the non-seeds. He overcame Petri Mäkinen from Finland 7-3. Then Naoki Oi from Japan 7-5 before demolishing Niels Feijen 7-0, the only whitewash of the tournament.
Number 6, Alex Kazakis to break, leading 3-2.
Yeah, the one ball actually hit the middle jaw, and then it tried to come over near this pocket. Don't think he can get through to the potting angle. Well, he's aiming low on the cue ball. It's gone wrong.
Walks away in exasperation, Alison.
Yeah, it's mistake after mistake at the moment. And he had a bit of a scrappy match with Skylar in the last round. But Skylar seemed to make more mistakes than Alex. No mistake there from Kaçi though.
You get the feeling, Carl, if he could just catch a gear, he could pull away and dominate this match.
Is that one of your puns again there, Phil?
Unintended.
Yeah, of course, after this rack there'll be a little break, and I think as Kaçi wanders off to gather his thoughts, I think he'll be delighted with 3-3. I think it'll be Kazakis who he's not going to be too happy.
Why are you not so happy with that pot? He caught it a lot thicker, a lot more full than he wanted to. That's why the cue ball didn't travel anywhere near its intended destination. But no, great sweat.
Eklent Kaçi wins the rack.
The story of this match, well, I think we've just seen pretty much the opening chapter. It's not caught fire yet, no touch paper lit. Kaçi and Kazakis are all square at 3 racks apiece. That was the shot that cost Alexander Kazakis in rack 6, and you get the impression he knew it straight away, reeled away from the table in disgust. It was a poor safety, and you knew that Kaçi was going to take advantage of it. So 3-3. The first semi-final is absolutely wide open. So too, you would think the second, Joshua Filler against Shane Van Boning, two of the game's giants, up next.
Thank you, the 7th rec. We are currently tied at 3 racks each. Eklent Kaçi to break.
Can Eklent Kaçi take this match by the scruff of the neck?
I'm not sure if he can get through to that one ball into the corner. Looks like he can the way he's playing it. I think he can only see part of that one.
Extension called.
Yeah, look, it's actually a very awkward position, this, because if he can't see the potting angle, where do you push to? Can he go off the top rail with left spin? I think he's swerving it a little bit so he hits the right point of the rail. Yeah, that was well judged, but where's the cue ball? This. Well, that's okay. That would have been horrible to see.
After the scratch on the spectacular swerve shot a while ago, he might have been fearing the worst there.
Did he take a wild swing at that 2-ball then?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he'd not made his mind up what shot to play, and I think the shot clock was obviously going to go off, so I think he just tried to pot it in the corner but didn't even line it up, and it's his turn to get a fortunate roll.
I literally think, Alison, he was down to his last second.
It's not getting any easier. That's a nice shot.
That was a beautiful shot. Played with a lot of right-hand English or right-hand spin on the cue ball. And a wonderful pace on the 2-ball there. A little bit of fortune for Kazakis there. Could turn this match around right now.
Eklent Kaçi wins the race.
Well, the shot clock almost defeated him. He took a lunge, it paid off. He had a fluke, and for the first time, Eklent Kaçi leads. He was 2-0 down, he was 3-2 adrift. Now though, he's 4-3 in front. I suppose you could say he was lucky not to go in off there, although he would have been extremely unfortunate to find the pocket. That was the big shot, the unintended, the fluke combo. After that, it was plain sailing. Tell you what, Carl, this afternoon Shane Van Boning said that in 9-ball pool, luck plays a big part, and we saw it there.
Yeah, I mean, we see it all the time, don't we? But at the same time, it's not just all luck. You know, after the break shot, you're never certain what's going to happen. You got to take your chances. Nobody wins a pool tournament without getting that little bit of fortune, but if you're playing enough pool tournaments, you're going to get your time, and when your time comes, you've still got to pot the balls, haven't you?
The 8th rec. Eklent Kaçi to break, leading by 4x to 3.
Yes, all of that's true, Carl, and you have to say, before that, the balance of fortune was with his opponent.
Yeah, he stayed very patient. Eklent will know that Alex can be a little bit shaky in the big matches when it comes down to the end of a game. And now he's breaking. Well, the wing ball didn't go in, but the one ball has gone in the left centre. Even off the break, he's not really getting easy opportunities.
This has been nothing very straightforward about this match so far.
Is he having a go at this pot into the bottom left, trying to spin the cue ball round 3 rails?
Extension, please.
Be a brave shot, that, wouldn't it?
It would. It looks like his bridge hand, his left hand would be a bit hampered too by that 4-ball if he attempts that. Well, he's put distance between the 2 balls and got the two balls safe. Ideally, he would like to have got that cue ball behind the 5-ball there. Alex has an opportunity to plant the cue ball behind the 4 here, or split the 2 balls to either side of the table.
Yeah, he didn't get the cue ball in behind the 4, but he got a very nice 2-ball. Just trying to play this off the bottom rail, and then the cue ball would flick the 2-ball and come up through the gap all the way up to the top of the table. Another great kick shot.
That was a thing of beauty, Carl.
Yeah, he's played some nice kick shots in the opening 7 racks.
Extension, please.
We can all see how thin this one needs to be. think he'll just be trying to bump the blue 2 ball over to the side, right hand side of the table. Gone for the bank shot, and he's made it.
It's a real treat tonight watching different aspects of the game. The kick shots, the bank shots. Not just straightforward potting.
He would have liked the cue ball to have been a little lower down the table, but such a great potter and cueist. Anywhere in the middle of the table with a cue ball for his next shot would be ideal. Needs this to bounce. I think he's just got there. I don't think he has, looking at that angle. I think he's got to play safe. Just look at where he's put the 5 ball there. He was using the 9 and the 7 as an area to land the 5 ball. Wasn't far off, was it?
No, always worth going for. But he has left Eklent Kaçi with an opportunity. Got to play with a little bit of left spin on the cue ball here. He's using 2 rows.
Just needs to be a little bit careful here, because the cue ball's going to be flying back down the table. And you don't want the cue ball to be making contact with that 7.
Oh, he just put a bit of right hand English to avoid the 7 and just missed the 6 ball. And Alex comes racing back to the table.
Cries of "Come on, Alex!" as the green ball hangs in the jaws.
Played a really nice draw shot on that 6 at perfect pace, perfect speed. And now shouldn't have any problem making these last 2 balls to tie the match up.
Kazakis wins the
Neither player can gain any traction. Just when you thought that Eklent Kaçi was going to give himself just a a modicum of breathing space, it is Kazakis who pounces on a Kaçi mistake on the 6th ball. 4-4. And talking of the 6th ball, it was the overcut mistake, wasn't it? Wow. From there, the 9 ball was never going to be missed. Fans enjoying this. It's not the highest quality pool, but boy, it's really, really tight. And of course, both of these two will be involved in the next big event in the Matchroom Pool Series, the World 9-Ball Championship. There he is, he's been there all week. You know his name, Alison, is that Byron?
That is Byron, he's 10 years old, loves pool, and is, as you said, he's been here all week, a big fan of the game.
But maybe not the youngest fan here.
Yeah, just another break there where no shot at the lowest ball.
It's been a complicated match in that regard, and I'm sure the next matchup between Shane Van Boning and Joshua Filler will probably be the opposite.
No style points, it's all a matter of just getting over the line.
Yeah, the venue has just got that feeling of like a storm is brewing.
Eklent, your options.
Joshua and Shane will be in the practice room, probably trading racks or having 5 minutes each, not talking to each other. Pia is probably giving Joshua a shoulder massage as we speak, psyching him up.
Pia being Joshua's wife and biggest supporter. Again, a fantastic bank by Eklent Kaçi, showing his skills tonight with his banking and kicking.
Yeah, gorgeous shot with position associated.
Just lost the cue ball a little bit there. Didn't want to run as far as that.
Do you think by chance that the table was speeding up a little bit tonight?
Maybe. I think also the one thing that goes when you have nerves is touch. And these two, well, they are consumed by nerves. All kinds of blunders going on.
Yeah, it was all caused by overrunning the cue ball on the previous shot. It meant he had to force it round with left spin. is this the biggest moment in the match? Where's the cue ball going to finish? It's going to go close to the 7. Is it going to sit on the 7? It is. Kaçi's still in this rack. Always seems to find a funny spot, doesn't it, that cue ball? You know, if you tried to play that shot and get the cue ball there, you wouldn't stand a chance.
I'd have a good go for $1 million though.
Extension, please.
Well, you'd probably get it, Alison, the way you play.
It actually seemed to catch the 7 and then they sort of roll back together.
Needs to find the top rail with his cue ball. If he gets the cue ball on the rail, just makes this shot a bit harder.
Extension, please.
Well, he's caught his extension and he's looking like he's going to go for this. He's just trying to see if it's going to avoid the 9 ball, I think.
He's left it. I'm sat right behind it in the com box. And he knows. So this is a chance for Kazabubu to steal the rack.
In goes the 7, but the cue ball left something to be desired.
Oh, he's going to be stretching on this 9. Has he got an extension? He mustn't have, because he would have called it by now, surely.
Yeah, you can see by that bottom red line on the screen there that he's called it already.
Alexander Kazakis is not playing well, but he is in front. He's having lots of chances and taking some of them. He's 5-4 ahead. scrappy, disjointed, staccato, you name it. They're the descriptive words for this semi-final. The big mistake there, Eklent Kaçi's ineffective safety on the 7. But then good pots on 7 and 8 from Kazakis. The 9 ball, well, it should have been a formality, and it was, but in this contest you never really know. So Kazakis needs 2 more racks to go through, and then he will await either Joshua Filler or Shane Van Boning in the final. But Eklent Kaçi is still banging this first semi-final. Make no mistake about that.
Thank you. It's rack number 10. Alex Kazakis to break, leading by 5 racks to 4.
Yeah, it's now turned into one of them matches where somebody's just going to fall over the winning line. Probably a good thing it's the first semi-final. That way the winner will have some time to regroup. Story of the match, a random ball spoils the potting angle for the breaker.
Against Skylar Woodward in the quarterfinals, Kazakis pulled away from 5-3 to a 7-3 victory by breaking and running the last couple of racks. Not going to happen this time.
It's amazing how the break really changes the matches, because neither of them have been able to get any flow going or momentum. Referee Marcel just checking to see if that 1 ball's frozen on the rail.
Extension, please.
It's a tough shot here, Carl. Double kisses on. There's not many options.
Yeah, sometimes you just look at the shot and nothing stands out, does it? Oh, he's got to be careful here, because not only is the side pocket there, it was going very close to that 9. You don't want to believe in a combo. Yet again, he pops the ball. Couldn't help running into the 9 ball, and the cue ball has gone right behind that pink 4. So that was a little unfortunate.
Extension, please.
Now he's looking at going 2 rails. Is he looking at 1 rail? Is he trying to pot it in this corner near the 9?
That's what he was trying to do, Carl. 2 rail safety. I'm sure he'll take that shot.
In a heartbeat. Could easily have made contact with the 8, could the cue ball. Almost maximum distance between object ball and the white.
Trying to spin the cue ball in behind the 4. Look at this for a safety shot.
Yeah, he put lots of left-hand spin on that to slow it down when it hit the rail. It was nicely held up. And Alex is going for his jump cue.
Now is he going to take the bank on? He's made 2 nice banks already in this semi-final. This one looks the easiest out of the ones he's potted already. Yeah, it was begging for the bank, wasn't it? So that's created a chance now to tie this match up. Oh, he's going through the motions. He's played so good in this event, hasn't he, Phil? Up to this point, just errors are creeping in.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking as you were saying it. What a difference a day makes.
That was a really nice jump shot there. Obviously frustrated to have put himself in that position, but nevertheless came with a great shot. What next? He's already used his extension, so he has to get down and shoot the shot.
Yeah, might be giving it the old hit and hope. Well, he's played the combo. Where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? It's not gonna, is it? Is it? It's
Eklent
not.
Kaçi wins the round.
You built that up, Carl. I was beginning to wonder. Wow, on the precipice he was, wasn't he? Really good combination. Had that cue ball gone in, I think he might as well have decided to pack up his cue and go home. Well, we were talking about the touch paper not being lit. It's lit now. The 6-9 combination, and the match is very much alive.
We thought this semi-final would be close, and we said it'd be thrilling, and that's exactly what's happening, Albin.
Yeah, truly. I mean, just the last rack was just tremendous, and a bigger ending couldn't have come. Amazing shot with the jump shot, and then the carom on the 9 was just insane.
Did you always get this feeling that it would be a really tight match between these two?
Well, of course you were expecting maybe a tight match, but not seeing so many mistakes. To be honest, I've never seen Eklent playing like that ever in my life, because I think also mentally he's one of the best players on the tour. But I think he will take this chance now and run out the set.
Everything against Niels last night worked. 7 racks to 0.
Truly.
But is it maybe a little bit of nerves creeping in, knowing it's such a huge semi?
Of course, I think it's maybe the first time for him in the semis. I'm not sure about that, but still he has so much experience on this stage, so it shouldn't happen, but sometimes it happens. We're all humans, so it's good.
Absolutely. Albin Ocean, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I would endorse everything that Albin's just said there.
Thank you, the 11th.
He's never seen Eklent play quite like this, and yet it's 5 each.
Eklent
What does
Kaçi
that say?
Yeah, he has been to the semi-finals of this event before as well, but he's not been to the final, and he's not lifted a major trophy yet. But he's a young man, and he's been to the deep end of most of the big majors. Just when he needs a ball, he comes up dry.
What a disaster at 5-5. He's allowed Alex back to the table.
Yeah, Kaçi has won events, but nothing of this magnitude. Call is absolutely right about that. He won the Aramith Masters in the States when he was 18, American Straight Pool Championship, and on the Euro Tour in 2018, the Treviso Open in Italy. This would be his biggest win, and ditto Kazakis.
Nice shot there, he's got a nice angle, he can draw this cue ball back up the table for the purple 5.
Ouch, he nearly did it again, he nearly hooked himself. He had to really get in with low right hand spin, and it just bounced off that rail a little too quickly.
Playing with fire, anxiety as the cue ball made its way up towards the green 6 ball, and then thankfully for Kazakis, just past it.
Yeah, he's got to take a bit of care with his shot as well, because wherever he lands the cue ball for the green 6, he needs the right angle to get on the brown 7. Didn't take any chances, just played a stop shot. Now he's got to draw this ball in and come off the side rail and back out for the 8 in the side or the top left pocket. Needs to stay still here though. This is, unfortunately, this is what he does. It's not nice to say or see, but we have seen it over the last few years.
It's just the truth.
And he's been fortunate not to leave it over a pocket. Of course, when you miss a ball, it can go anywhere. But
extension, please.
I bet if you said to Kaçi before he played the 7, would you take this position, he would snap your hand off.
Absolutely, that's the way it works, Alison.
My voice got deeper then, didn't it?
The bank shot is on, it will go past the 9. Do you want to take it? Or are you playing safe? He's playing safe.
He's struggling a little bit with the speed of the table. I honestly think it's a bit faster tonight.
Well, we argue with you, Alison. Very difficult to cut this 7 ball up the rail. Might try and chip the 7 on the top rail and get the cue ball in behind the 8. That's what he's tried. Yeah, both players. This is just tension. He knew he was going to get a good 7 ball. Just over on the cue ball. What do you do here? Do you go for the full length bank?
I think if it's a 50-50, you've got to go offensive. I think he's going to go for the bank.
Thought their history might repeat itself. David Al-Qaedi banked the winning 9 ball against Kazakis in the final 2 years ago, length of the table. This 7 though does not drop.
Just feel the previous bank after Alex had missed the 7 was easier. He's got to stay still here again though. He's going into the right side of the pocket. It took a little wobble.
He forced it in that pocket. I think that was sheer determination.
Well, this has been an incredible match up to now. The 8 ball's going into a generous pocket. It goes in the middle, so he's about to get on the hill. He's made a lot of mistakes. I'm not sure how he's on the hill.
I've genuinely lost count of the amount of racks he's won, having had multiple chances there when he missed the 7 ball from mid-range. He was entitled to lose it, but somehow he got another opportunity. The next 7 wasn't exactly authoritative, but it just about went in. 8 and 9 followed. Eklent Kaçi 1 rack away from defeat. That's the one he missed. It was really, really jittery, wasn't it? Really jittery. This is going through the emotional ringer, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely a mental game for Alex right now.
So, the second semi-final, Joshua Filler and Shane Van Boning, that's the one we're all dying to see, but we're being made to wait. This is quite a lengthy match, and it's still far from decided. With the history Kazakis has, not just in this tournament but plenty others, will it go to the double hill? Regardless of the mistakes, everyone's enjoying it as they suffer. The crowd actually.
Thank you. It's rack number 12.
Thrive.
Alex Kazakis is leading by 6 racks to 5 on breaks on the hill.
So he's breaking in rack 12. The story of the match so far is the breaks have been coming out funky. Is he going to get a shot and an easy layout to win the match? Just look at this, Phil. Look at where the 2 ball's gone. Of course he's not going to have an easy run out. Why would you?
Well, had he had a roadmap there, that would have been bucking every trend there is. I think right to the death, these pool balls will conspire against both of them.
Yeah, if there's ever a match that deserves hill, it's this one. You can see the thinnest of edges.
Push out called.
He's having none of that as he calls push.
Your choice, Eklent.
He's bending down and looking to see if he can catch it thin and leave the one ball on that top rail and bring the cue ball back down table.
Isn't there a school of thought to suggest that Kazakis, he's struggling, and so why not give him anything remotely difficult? I would have done exactly what Kaçi did there. You, Cole?
Yeah, definitely. Fully agree. Whoever does get over the line, well, I think they're going to fall over the line.
Extension, please.
Very nicely played shot there. Now we're not going to see a kick. He's obviously bringing his jump cue to the table. We've already seen him play a nice jump shot earlier on.
Yeah, it was a beautiful safety shot.
Colin and I subscribe to the opposite theory, and in the end, what Kazakis did couldn't be faulted.
Can Alex pop this ball down the rail without scratching?
Beautiful shot, super thin cut, held position on the two. That's one of the best shots he's played in the game, I think.
Yes, is he going to reserve his best for when it matters most?
So he's got to get the cue ball over to kind of where he stood. And if the cue ball lands near the balk line, he's going to have issues trying to get on the 5. Well, I think he's played to pot the 8. He's playing the combo, because he'd have been digging right into the cue ball if he was trying to play on it. So he's going for the 8 ball. He's playing a 4-8 combo. He's not going to be sure where the 4's going. He's controlled it well, though. He's controlled it well.
4 more deliveries of the cue that are technically efficient. That's all he needs. Well, when you miss a ball like that again, you deserve to leave it. I don't know whether he has done. Look, he is in pool purgatory.
Oh, this is getting silly now, Alex. It really is. What is it about this tournament and the drama you bring to it? Now, Kazakis, he deserves to be able to pot this. I don't think he can, but he's still in the match. What's he played here? Is it his turn? It is his turn. This is unbelievable.
You couldn't possibly begrudge him that role, though, could you?
I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
He repeated what he did on a previous rack where he missed a 7 ball, did Alex, on that 4 ball.
Well, we can see the 4 ball. Oh, he's gone for the corner. Don't blame him for having a go at that. Kind of forced into it, but the World Pool Masters and Alex Kazakis, well, that equals pure pool drama. Yeah, this looks good from Kaçi. I mean, he's had to endure a lot in this match, to be fair. Both players are good friends. It's not easy playing your friend. It's hard to find that killer instinct. Kaçi just needs these remaining 3 balls to take us to a decider.
You think his nerve will hold better than that of his opponent, but the reason he's in this position, he's not been having the best of luck, of course, but he's not been blameless either. He has made mistakes also.
So we're going hill. It's going to be a sudden death rack to find out who makes it to the final.
Eklent Kaçi wins the rack.
Not dark here yet, but this was written in the stars. Hill. Well. Can Alexander Kazakis somehow summon enough bottle, let's face it, bottle, to get over the line?
No, there's no break. But if you need to go to the toilet, you've got to go to the toilet.
Yeah, it is awful to see. It really is. You don't want to see somebody collapsing out there, but look at the missed pots. I don't think I've ever seen anybody miss 7 pots and still be in a semi-final match like this. Kaçi's missed 4 pots.
This is one of the mistakes that will haunt Kazakis if he does lose. The pink 4 ball. It's the kind of shot in practice that's just second nature, Alison.
Yeah, he's just not executing smoothly. It's like he's not trusting in his stroke. I'm so disappointed.
All week he's been talking about redemption. If he loses this rack, it will be replication of heartache. And of course, the big thing, Eklent Kaçi is breaking off.
There's your World Cup of Pool partner, Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, we're seeing a few players out there tonight, mingling with the fans who have come to support this World Pool Masters.
Are you surprised that Kaçi's just popped out? I think it's a good move. Let Kazakis stew there in the chair. It's cruel, I know, but this is a serious business. Every man for himself. Bad enough to miss 1 ball, Carl, when you're on the brink, but to miss 2. Ooh. Can he recover? Can Kazakis somehow rediscover his composure.
Well, I dare say it, but I feel like if he does
Thanks, guys, all the
go
best.
on and win this match, he's going to need
Take a deciding wreck.
an absolute roadmap.
Eklent Kaçi to break.
Because I just feel if there's anything difficult, any kind of testing pot, I just don't fancy him to knock it in. And with Kaçi to break, he might not even get out of his chair. Well, he's made a ball and he's got a shot on this one. The pot is easy, the position to the 2 is not. Alison, you won many tournaments in your career. How do we explain to people watching, you know, what's going through Kazakis' mind?
Well, you've got to control your emotions at this point. Really be able to focus on what's in front of you, not get ahead of yourself, especially if you had an open table. In this situation, he doesn't have an open table. But really remain clear-minded and focused.
Needed to miss the 9 ball. In flicking it, he didn't break out the cluster, but at least he can see an edge of this 2 ball. Could have been worse. Not easy to get safe as well. Might not be too bad actually. I think he can play just before the middle, try and run the cue ball up towards the pink and the 5. Well, he's not got it, so this is chance number 3 for Kazabubu.
Extension called.
Asking for his extension. The demon in the mind of Kazakis is saying, well, how horrible would it be to lose? Got to think how nice it would be to win. That's the key.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with the 9 ball and all. So another chance gone. This is all Kaçi has been waiting for. It's been a grind. We're approaching 2 hours for a race to 7, which is probably a new world record.
Well, that's marathon territory, isn't it? And again, the same pocket trips up the Greek.
Same pocket, same way.
He's overdone it. He's overdone it. I'm surprised he was trying to get into the cue ball like that. I thought he was going to play like a little kill shot.
I think he's just keeping it exciting right now.
Exciting it is. Now,
Extension, please.
this is awkward. This is real awkward. I'm not sure if he's eyeing up a bank. I don't know at the minute. I've kind of lost my train of thought.
I was just wondering if a cross bank's available.
Yeah, cross bank, possibly with a bit of safety in mind. Maybe he's trying to draw the cue ball up towards the pink and purple. He's played the cross bank. Now he's missed his chance. And that chance that he's just had, that was a glorious chance. He's missed the boat there. He really has.
Well, Alex, have you got the courage? Because that's what it takes right now.
Well, he's playing it in the side, which means he must be able to draw back. Playing it in the corner would have offered easier position. He is on this ball.
Everybody who's played Q Sports at the highest level will be empathising with Kazakis and sympathising. Oh, the shoulder went into that shot like you wouldn't believe, but it went in. Come on, Alex. Nothing against Eklent, but come on.
Oh, Phil Yates, he's willing Alex on. I think everybody else in the arena, are we just waiting for a miss? This is getting twitchy. This is getting twitchy.
This would be a very tough loss for both of them.
Both players have had their chance to win this match and make it through to the final. This is the key shot. He needs good position on the 7. I just knew he was going to hit the 9 full. I knew he was going to be left with a test, and all I said, I just knew it.
Can he beat those demons in his mind?
Oh my word, this isn't the end of the world if he can play this with a bit of high right spin, just a little bit, so he avoids the scratch. If he's got to do anything else, it's tricky. Under the circumstances, that is a good shot.
Had to keep still. And in relation to the other shots, he did keep still. One more pot to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we've got into this position. This has been incredible. This 9 ball for the final.
The knees bent as he played that shot. He had just enough left in the tank to pot a 9 ball. How did he win that? That's the question being asked around this arena. Eklent Kaçi, one of the finest players in the game, well, he must be distraught.